Hey guys, BLU-RAY here with my Star Wars Episode 7 The Force Awakens review. Yes, I'm going to tell you this was the best fucking Star Wars movie I've seen in a really long time. My third Star Wars movie experience in theaters. I never saw the original trilogy because I wasn't even born yet when Star Wars A New Hope was released in 1977. In 1980 when Empire came out, and then 83 when Jedi came out. So then I saw the prequels and I hated those, but the third one, Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, is actually, to me, a good movie to watch, I think. Um, I love The Force Awakens. Great film, awesome. Enjoyed it from beginning to end. Saw it in 3D. I enjoyed it. I'm not going to spoil it, so I'm just going to get through this really fast. The introductions of Rey, Finn, and Kylo Ren were great. The introduction and the character development of Rey was a great introduction to her and how she has been dealing with being alone on Jakku and to survive and stuff like that. And you just get to see it, and her willing just to stay and wait for her parents to get back, and then meeting BB-8, and then that friendship began. And basically it's just basically the same story from Star Wars New Hope. And basically, I started to notice that, like, it was basically rehashings of Episode 4. But I can tell at times that was some scenes that's like they're taking it from Episode 4, New Hope. And then the other screenplay side, that's Lawrence Kasdan. And I can tell that's Kasdan because you can tell some of his writings from Empire Strikes Back and The Return of the Jedi was there. So the rest of the other half of the film, I think it was JJ doing the rest of that. So I think Kasdan did a good job what he had to do, and he did a great job. I think JJ's writing was poorly done, but he did a great job directing. Kylo Ren was great at the beginning. Towards the end, he started to become this whining little boy that had family issues and was basically just let down by him towards the end because of that. And they wrote him strong, but towards the end, he just became this whining 6-year-old, and what he did at the end, and I can't say nothing because of it, but you know what I'm talking about if you've seen the film. The bright spot of the whole entire film was just seeing Han Solo and Chewbacca back together, and that banter going back and forth. It just brought me back to being a kid and watching The Empire Strikes Back and The Return of the Jedi. Those are the first two films I've ever saw in the trilogy, because I didn't see A New Hope until years later when I was much a teenager. And but just seeing those guys back together, Solo and Chewbacca, and the way they just went at it, just made the film great. And it was great to see Harrison Ford back playing a role and giving a shit this time, because he was working hard, man, you can tell. And I was like enjoying the film from beginning, from basically the start, from he was there towards what happens at the almost the end of the movie. Princess Leia back and how she was introduced, coming off the ship, and the first thing Han sees is her. And Chewbacca embraces her, which was so cool. And that was great to see the original 3. And then with CPO made a few scenes in the film. He was great. There was a scene where he meets Solo, and basically Han Solo doesn't know who the hell CPO is, but it was pretty cool that he just ignored him like he always did in the films. And the story at the beginning started great. You get introduced to the new characters, and then towards the middle of the movie you get introduced to the original characters, and then towards the end it becomes more of the original characters again, with a plot that's basically the same from A New Hope. So to me, I enjoyed the film. I had an awesome time. It brought me back. It just made me feel good, like watching the original trilogy. And J.J. Abrams did a good job with that, and he did a great job with directing. His writing was a little weak, but Lawrence Kasdan's writing kept the movie going, so I give him that. The end with the TIE Fighters and the X-Wings battles, I'm always a sucker for that. I really enjoyed those. BB-8 was great. He is basically the new R2, but R2 is still my favorite, so it was great. Just had problems with character development from Finn and Captain Phasma. I thought Phasma was going to be a badass, shoot her blaster. She barely did shit in this movie, but I heard that she might do more in Episode 8. And Finn was comic relief. He did a good job with some fight scenes and the lightsaber scenes you've seen in the trailers. He did a good job, but my favorite character in this movie was Rey. She was awesome, beginning to end, and I can't wait for her to become a Jedi. I'm sorry, guys, but she's gonna be a badass Jedi. And I'm trying to do this review without giving away, but I probably did a little bit, but I didn't give away sort of the big, what happens to a certain character that I grew up watching. So with that, I wanted to spoil it, but I don't, because I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, and I'm not an asshole, because I'm not going to give away movies. So this was my review of Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. I think it's best in the new trilogy. I put it up there with Empire Strikes Back as first, Return of the Jedi, Force Awakens, and New Hope. J.J. Abrams did a good job of what he had to do. The directing was great. His writing was weak. He didn't develop a lot of the characters right. Lawrence Kasdan did a good job with the writing and the screenplay, so thank God that we had one of the original writers from the original trilogy back. I'm looking forward to what Rian Johnson's going to do with Episode 8. He has to pick off where JJ left off. Basically where I want to say so bad where Luke is, and they do find Luke, and he's at the edge of a cliff, and he looks like he has not shaved and has been sitting on the couch just eating potato chips. But if they have potato chips in the far galaxy, far, far away. But it was great to see Luke. He didn't say a word, but he will in Episode 8. And so yeah, I give Star Wars The Force Awakens a 9 out of 10 because it was great. It didn't get a full 10 from me, but it entertained me from beginning to end. It did rip off stories from The New Hope, and some shots as well towards the end of the movie. A specific, scene between Kylo Ren and Han Solo. And so yeah, this was my review of Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. If you enjoyed the video and the review, give the video a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below and tell me what you thought about Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. What was your favorite scene? Who's your favorite character? What are you looking forward to in Episode 8? And if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button and share the video. I'm BLU-RAY 79, and I will catch you guys later.